Hi OPC, welcome to this month's Reformer class. Let the good times roll.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
I'm Megan. Thank you so much for joining me on the Reformer this month. Let the good times roll. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I think it's really neat about Pilates how you can find an exercise or a shape that you make, and then as you go through the order, you find that it like repeats, that you can find that exercise in lots of different exercises, or you find that shape that you make in lots of different exercises. It makes for a good time. So today on the Reformer, we're going to find that rolling like a ball shape. We're going to get a little bit creative with it. Sometimes it might be an exercise where we're already in that shape, and sometimes we might find an exercise where maybe the shape's a little different, but we're going to find that rolling like a ball shape anyway. And then of course we're going to move our spine in all different directions. So that rolling like a ball is that flexion, the longest round shape we can make. But then we'll also find the extension to stretch that out and find those upper back muscles as well. So today you'll want your ball. I like it pretty squishy, so you should be able to like pinch it, and then grip pad, and then your pole, box of course for the Reformer, and then let's get started. So ball right down to the side to start. And then I have just 2 springs on. 2 springs will probably be enough for footwork today. 1 or 2, we're going to keep it a little bit lighter. And of course, everything that we do is optional. So if we do something that's not right for your body today, remember, when in doubt, leave it out. It's bold and courageous to find something that does feel right in your body. So I'm going to start in similar to my roll like a ball shape. My feet are on the frame. I'm going to bring my hands to the front of the carriage. So they're going to wrap around the front of the carriage, and then I'm looking at my lower abs, and I'm going to pull down to the carriage. And I'm really going to challenge myself to get 1 vertebrae at a time down to the carriage until I'm in a tall spine. And then nod the chin, reach for the front of the carriage again. You can use that to help. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Notice if you skipped over your lower back, like I did. And then let's challenge yourself to see if the next one can be even better. 1 vertebrae at a time comes down. 1 vertebrae at a time peels back up into that roll like a ball shape. We'll do this 1 more time. Come on down. And then use your breath, exhale, back up. Okay, grab the ball. So squishy ball is going to go kind of between the shoulder blocks, but then down a little lower. So we're going to bring right in the middle of our spine, underneath our neck, so kind of between the shoulder blades, down to that ball. So I'm going to grab the front, and I'm going to see if I can come down this way. And then it should feel like decent there. It should feel good in your spine. If it doesn't, you can ditch the ball or play with the placement to find a spot that does feel good. And then notice how we are in our rolling like a ball back. And then my toes are on the foot bar, heels together. Go ahead and press away and pull the carriage back in. And I'm holding to the front of the carriage. I'm holding to the front of the carriage until I can feel that I'm moving with my thighs and with my lower abs, and I'm not pressing into the ball. And so once I can get that, and I'm not using the pressure against the ball to press away, then I'm going to loosen my grip a little bit. It's getting better. Maybe you're already nailing it. When we come all the way in, we're going to go arches to the foot bar. In parallel, maybe you need to hold on tight again. Maybe you feel comfortable to loosen your grip. For me, if I can think thighs pressing down rather than away, then I can access more of the glutes. And the lower abs are pressing down to the carriage. One more time. Bring the carriage all the way in. Heels come on. Squeeze those legs together. and out and in. One more time. Carriage will come in. We'll bring your toes to the foot bar, heels back together, press away, lower the heels, lift the heels, lower the heels, lift the heels. Try not to scoot closer to the shoulder blocks with each of your heel lifts. One more. When you lift the heels, bend, pull the carriage in. And then let's get the foot bar out of the way. If you can tolerate that ball behind your back a little longer, then keep it there. So foot bar goes down, and then we're gonna find our straps for our 100. Knees are gonna tuck in, heels press into together, and then pull the straps down and pump and breathe. That was 2 breaths. Now let's see if we can reach those legs out long. With the inhale, pull the legs back in. With the exhale, reach the legs long, and as you reach, can you keep pulling your heart to the ball? And then knees in, exhale. Really tempting when the legs go long to pull the heart off of the ball. So I'm trying to press with equal pressure on the ball when my knees are in and when my legs are out. And then maybe you can keep your legs out. Is the lower back pressing down just as much as it was? Are we still scooped through the abs? That we're pulling the lower back down. The upper back is lifted. One more breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms go up. Bend those knees in. And then your straps can go down. And when they do, go ahead and take a little moment to put your head down. So now we get this little extension over the ball. Feet can come down. Okay, ball's coming out. Ball will go down to the floor. And then I still have those 2 springs on. I'm going to keep the 2 springs on for overhead. Headrest goes down. Hands into your handles, bring them up, and then take your legs out long. Heels are going to squeeze into each other. Let's bring your hands down, take those legs up, and then melt the spine down. 1 vertebrae at a time, take your time. And did you notice when we went up and when we came down that we did find that rolling like a ball shape? So now let's find a rolling like a ball with our legs too. Arms go down, legs will go up and over. And now bend the knees in, keep pressing your heels together. Slowly melt down. There it is, there it is, there it is. And then we go to a flat back. Legs long, arms up. Legs up, arms down. Pull the knees in, and then slowly, slowly, slow motion. And down, legs reach away. And then we're gonna get that ball again. And the ball will go underneath the tailbone. So I'm gonna lift my hips up. Ball's under the tailbone. And then you want to make sure that we really found the tailbone and it's not under the lower back. So I think mine could go down a little more. So when we bring our knees up, it should feel nice, like this should feel like a decompression of the lower back with those hips elevated. So you might need to take a moment and play with the placement of the ball. We're going into coordination. Pull those elbows down. Send the arms long. Bend the elbows. Send the arms long, bend the elbows. Now let's press the heels together and pull the knees in. Reach the legs away, pull them back in, bend the elbows. Arms and legs reach, pull them back in, bend the elbows. Now, could you lift head, neck, shoulders? Reach, bend the knees in, bend the arms. Reach, knees, arms. And then take your arms up to the ceiling.